Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New Orleans Saints. Trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 319. Extend. Angel.
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Here we go, son.
The first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Saints at 10-2 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go, son. Mayday. 222. Nelson. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mueller. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
319, get flat. Out. 11.
Now Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
On the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Nix. That's complete to Bolden. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd and 3. And now they'll shift things around. Working out of the gun is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And some room to work. And all the way home for the Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch. Over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Now that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, son. 222, 222. Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Here's Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here we go. 331, 330. Easy. EQ. Tonight.
Fields now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Mueller. He'll be gaining just a yard. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Right. Hey, can't. Right.
Here's Fields.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Here we go, son. Green 19, got you right.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Don't jump. Ready? Move your head, son. Tennessee. Go. Right.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And it's taken in at the 9. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A short throw to Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Setting up a screen for Harvey.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Now it's Nix. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Nix to the air. He'll try and do this himself. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, 10. Extend. Alpha.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And you better choose wisely. That's my
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 3-19, get out to that. Tonight.
Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't finish.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, son. Green light.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Nix from the shotgun. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Nix. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mueller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go. 19 strikes.
Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Get that.
The field's going to change things up here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right here.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let the return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. That's taken in by Henderson. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive? Well, answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Nix. He finds Boulder. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Saints 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Somebody got to throw it. I take a G bag. Watch him throw it. We survived outside all from the music. They like, what he on?
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Here we go. Hey, Chan. Right.
To throw is Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On play action, here's Nix. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He finds his man complete. It's Mueller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Out, let's go. 319. Angel, Angel, Angel. West right, behind.
Out of the gun, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40, before he's out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Here we go, Scott. 11. Turn ball, Scott. Nelson. Hey, Can. Bunch right. Go.
From the gun, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll go play action with Nix. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to put even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, There was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
331. All right.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Angel. Mayday. Up, let's go.
Back to throw, Fields. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would a 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Nix. Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hey, kill.
Off the play fake, Nix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No muss.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And the Saints.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Green 19, green 19. Extend. Alpha, 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 alpha.
Now Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Ball at the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, never mind, Monday.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The offense on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Green 19, green 19. Alpha, let's go. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Fields going to run. And he is caught. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 19.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go, son. 5:51. Easy. Hey. Mayday. West right, zip. Right.
They'll look to throw again. Left side, it's complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is. When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
And he'll do a nice job here just to find his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go. It's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now.
Hey, can. Hey, can. Right.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 21.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up. Pow! knocked him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Henderson. Now he's loose again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Makes the score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Fields now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Mueller. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36.
Hey, Ken.
Here's Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Green 19. Chip slip. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Go.
Here's Fields. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Delta, here we go, side. Green 19, can I see that? Mayday. Hey, Ken. Side.
Again, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
11.
3rd down and 6.
Here we go.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Broncos 49, Saints 28.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Harvey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on. Remember, through the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And